Welcome to your mat Pilates day. It's not going to be all on the mat. We are going to start standing and we're going to work on some core function and stabilization today. So grab a small ball. If you happen to have a weighted ball, you're welcome to use that to add extra resistance. Otherwise, just maybe a small inflatable ball will be fine. If you do tend to have any issue with reaching behind the back, any restriction of your chest, you might like to have something a little bit bigger that will give you more space to hold on to for part of our work today. So that could be a strap and or like a band. I have this band that, a little booty band that goes around the legs, and you can hold on to something about like that, okay? So find that nearby so you'll have it available. We'll go ahead and we'll start by standing with the feet nice and wide, shoulders drawn just back and down. Just don't really shove your shoulders. I just want you to relax them. You could pull them back a little, but just don't shove them all the way down. Okay, we want to make sure that all the muscles that we need underneath the arms are still available and that we're going to be able to take a nice big deep breath. So toes are nice and wide. We're going to lower down. Inhale and then bring it up. Exhale. So you're just holding the ball in front of you. I want you to make sure that the knees and toes are tracking to the same directions. So if you need to kind of play with that for a moment and adjust your footing, that's fine. Just making sure that we're not too close. We could do this if we were working in a bar class today, but we're going to keep it nice and wide, a wide plie. Okay, so knees safe over the heels. Okay, deep breath in, exhale it out. Just getting the body warmed up. Last 3. Nice and wide, good. 2 and 1. Now coming back to center and just pause. A little slight bend of the knees, a little rotation with the shoulders. You'll notice my knees are not moving, all right? I'm only moving from the waist. So there's not a large round or a large rotation. It's just the amount that I can go side to side, only moving from the waist. Okay, so last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Bring the feet together, heel toe, or a tiny little hop, little impact, good for the bones. Okay, take that ball. If you need a little assistance in your standing balance, stand near a wall or a chair, but try to do it without holding on if you can as we move forward. So standing on one leg. Okay, so I'll just stand on my right leg, taking the ball in the left hand, and then the left knee will come up. So we'll inhale, balancing. Again, you can hold on to something lightly, and then reaching forward and reaching back. Just keep your vision somewhere along the floor. Okay. Bring it back in and pause. Okay. Take it out, extend, inhale. Exhale, bring it in. So you want to keep your ribs and your hips as though they were connected together, like a nice little canister in the center of your body without breaking the center. Inhale, reach, soften the standing knee. Exhale, bring it in. Last 3, inhale and exhale. Feel like you could almost push something away from you with your foot as you're pushing back. 2 and 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, back to center and release it. You felt that on your right hip. You're doing everything right. Don't worry about it. All right, that's our stabilizing side. Now, left side stabilized. Inhale, go ahead, bring that right knee up, holding the ball. Find your stable point that you can look at for your visual cue, and then reach out, bring it in. Okay. Inhale, reaching, and exhale in. It's okay if you wobble. One side might be a little more challenging than the other. That's why I've got the wall here next to me. I can lightly tap it and then come back. Okay. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bring it in. Good. Inhale. We're not trying to suction your belly to spine or any of that. We're just trying to keep everything steady. Okay. Working as a unit. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, back to center. 3 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale. See, there's that one. It's okay. 2 If you tap your foot, that's fine. And 1, reach it out. Bring it in. Very nice, shake it out. All right, take it nice and wide again. So we start back in that same position. Looks like we're in a big sumo squat position again. Bring those knees out. Now, reach it up overhead. I want you to sweep it over to your right. So we're gonna sweep over to the right, bend the right knee, and then bring it around, pause. Sweep it back around, it's like a pendulum motion. Now we reverse that. Sweep it over to the left, to the right, back up to center where you started. Over to the right. Shift, bring it up, and pause. Left, exhale, reach, come up. To the right, up. I might have done that one backwards, that's okay. Keep going. Over to your right, and sweep, bring it up. Bring it around. To the left. Bring it down, around, and up. 1 more to the right. Around, up, and 1 more to the left. Okay, let's go. Over, slide, bring it in, and up. Release it. Good job. We're turning into a lunge. So turning just right where you are, you can just pivot around, hold the ball, inhale. Now, as you exhale, I want you to rotate toward the front leg. Okay, so whichever leg is in the front, I want you to rotate toward that leg. Now, be mindful here if you can see yourself, or maybe you have an image on a video you can look at. This back leg, we want to make sure it's not moving in. Okay, hips are steady, so rotate. Bring it back up. Okay, inhale, lower down, exhale, come up. Take a breath, lower down, rotate, and then back up. Just 2 more. Down, rotate, and up, and 1, down, rotate. Bring it up. Now just flip back through center, and then over to the other side. Inhale, stand tall, exhale, come down, rotate. Okay. Inhale, okay, stand tall, exhale, and rotate. Good, deep breath, inhale, exhale. Keeping that back leg steady so that you're not moving the hips. We're just steady here, square with the hips, rotating through the waist. 2 more. Now be mindful again, it's not just, look, my ball just went over there. My shoulders didn't move. All right, I want those shoulders to move. Rotate, but the hips are steady. I know it's a lot. Come back up and release it. All right, very good. We're going all the way down to the floor. So let's find our way down. You can carefully bring yourself down through a little squat to lunge, and then all the way down to the floor. All the way. So here we go. Bring it down to the mat. We're going to bring the left leg out long. So right foot is going to stay on the floor. You're going to have different variations here. I want you to work at your own level. So we're not sweeping the ball. We're just reaching the ball. So we're going to reach the ball overhead. Keep the rib cage drawn down, and you're going to connect that with the hips. So your girdle is engaged, transverse abdominals. Inhale, start to sweep the ball, reach, and then lift that left leg. Bring it back down. Okay. So it's not a big momentous movement. We're just reaching and lift. You have more options, so we have different levels here. You can lift and do full half teaser and bring it down, depending on if that's your level today. If not, stay here with the curl. Right there, just shoulders only, or lifting all the way up, nice and smooth. Bring it down. Inhale, exhale. Good. Now, if you want one more level, we've got a few left. Bring your right leg up, float your left leg, and then just swap. Reach, bring the right knee in, bring the left leg up. All right, that's quite advanced. I'm just giving you these options so you can work at your own level. Okay, let's go. Last two, whichever variation. You might be on that very first variation. That's okay. Okay, it's perfect for where you are today. One more. And rest. All right. So switching sides, we'll start at the very beginning again. If you now know where you're going, if you want to take the full variation, you can start there. Right leg is straight. Inhale, exhale, lift, lift the leg. So again, your back does not have to leave the floor. We can inhale here and just lift those shoulders. Make sure you're reaching. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale. Come up to the full half teaser by lifting and lowering, and then last version, lift the left knee and then just swap. Okay. Bring it in and reach. All right, so pick the level that's working right for you, that you can make sense of today, and that you can make yourself get into that last little space that you're like, okay, this is my edge, that's as far as I can go, but I'm gonna work in that space today. Last three. 2, keep that core connected. 1, and reach. And rest. Very good. All right, we're taking a nice big star position. So feet a little wider than your mat, arms a little wider, no, quite a bit wider. So reach them up almost to the corners, okay? We're gonna take the ball in the right hand. As you inhale, reach the right ball up, reach the right hand up, and then with your exhale, go ahead and lift up. Come up and bring it down. So I don't want you to press into this arm so much that this shoulder is coming forward. All right, just let your core do the work. This is just a kickstand. Okay, come up, reach, bring it down. I want you to reach to the left corner, right to left, up, bring it down. Next option, because we love options, bring the right knee up as you reach to the left corner. We're really getting into those obliques, those sideways muscles. Inhale. Exhale. Obliques are some of our bigger stabilizers in our core, helping us to rotate. Okay. And to side bend, and to keep our steady balance in things such as plank. Or say when you're lifting something heavy, think about that. Next time you go to lift something just on one side, notice how your core has to brace. Okay, last two. And last one. Bring it down, switch sides, left hand with the ball. Inhale. Exhale. Engage before you lift. Whoops, leg wanted to come up. Bring it down. Okay. Exhale, lift. Now, try to keep that right foot planted. If you want more, bring the left knee up and then back down. Exhale. Reach. Bring it down. Woo, feeling that in the obliques for sure. Okay, let's go. Last 4. And 3. Try to keep that as smooth and controlled as possible. Take that breath in to prepare. Get the core active, then lift. One more. Inhale. Exhale, bring it up. And rest. Very good. All right, bring the feet in. Take just a moment. Let yourself relax a second here. Knees can sway side to side. Working now with a bridge and some rotation while we're in bridge. So I want you to be very careful here that you're not on your neck. So as we lift into bridge position, you want to make sure you're not flattening out the curve of your neck. Your weight is on your shoulders and on the back of your head. So feet are pulled in, not quite level with your knees, just slightly ahead. All your toes are spread, pointing to the end of your mat. Just a lift of your hips into your bridge. Push into your feet. Feel like your heels could pull toward your glutes. And take the ball right over your chest. Okay, nose is toward the sky. Your shoulders are pressing back into the mat. Deep breath in. As you rotate just your upper body, I want you to rotate towards your left shoulder, over, and then bring it back to center and lower the hips down. Bring it back up. We'll go to the other side. Rotate over to the right. Back to center. Your nose is turning with you. So your whole head, shoulders, everything moving like a unit here. Lift, rotate. Similar to when we did our lunge. Bring it down. But we are in a square hip, level hip position here rather than that split stance. Over and down. Excellent work. We're about halfway on this one. Rotate carefully, just towards your ear, your shoulder, and then come back down. Lift if you need to reposition as you go along, it's okay. Rotate, back to center, and down. 2 more. Up, exhale, center, and down. Keeping those knees nice and steady. Lift, rotate. It's kind of a nice massage for the upper back as well. And bring it down. All right, very good. Now, taking the ball again, take just a moment. You can let your hands rest. Just gonna shake out your wrists from holding the ball. Taking the legs up. Okay, so let's start here with the head on the mat, holding the ball right over the chest. Okay. Pull the rib cage down, connect the core. Take the right leg, reach it out, okay, and then reach it up to the sky, bring it in and switch. Left leg goes out, up to the sky and switch. Right, up, and switch. So you're just kind of moving back to that little table with the legs every time. Tabletop, parallel with your shins. Now we've got another option, of course. We can float those legs, or float the shoulders up, reach, and then come back to center. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Now I want you to come back to center. Take a pause. Take your left leg out. Hold it. Now right leg comes out, up, in, and switch. So left knee comes in, goes out, up, in, and switch. Right knee in, left leg out. Right goes out, up, in, switch. Okay. Take it out, up, in, and pause. Bring both legs in. Let's do it all together. So taking the legs up to the sky, take right leg down, and then just start to move, alternating. There we go, like a big bicycle. Inhale, exhale. Float the shoulders. If you need to rest your head, or even place the ball slightly behind your head and see if you can keep reaching. Okay, so continue here for 4, 3, big ones, there you go, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Bring the legs down, rest, turn your head side to side. Okay, working toward a roll up. I know this is some of us, this is our nemesis, I get it. It takes some time, it takes some practice. Don't get discouraged, move to the level that you can. If you tend to like to use something between the thighs to squeeze the knees together, go ahead, take that block, extra ball or rolled up towel. Okay, I'm gonna take the ball right over the chest. Start with knees bent, first variation, inhale. Now I want you to really engage through the center before you start to lift. Then starting to float the shoulders, reach, pause, deep breath, and then lower back down. That's your first level. Inhale, chin away from chest, float the shoulders, reach, deep breath, exhale, lower down. Don't forget the hold, that's important. The ball staying right over the chest to start with. As we start to progress, we can take the ball over the head, but keeping your ribs down. Don't fly up. Sweep. Next level, rolling the rest of the way up if that's your next option. Okay, so I want you to work toward that, but don't make that your intention for pausing or making yourself get up. That's the right word. So, meaning don't shove yourself up there. There's nothing magical that's going to happen at the top other than you just maintained control and built some strength. All right, so if you're pushing yourself up, it's not going to have the same effect. All right, so I want you to really work on those deep core muscles. Legs long, next level. Inhale. Squeeze inner thighs, reach, slowly come up, reach forward, and come back up center. Slowly back down, flat back, and then just round yourself all the way down. Let's go for 4 more, whichever variation you're in, maintain control, especially here on that way up. And then on the way down is another great place that you can start to really focus on that control. 3, deep breath, ribs down. Exhale. So with proper form, proper control of your breath, you'll automatically engage those deep muscles, transverse abdominals, and even your pelvic floor with your exhale. Exhale up. Reach back to center. Roll it down. Give me 1 more wherever you are. There's 2 rounds of breath for every move. Back up. Lower it down. And rest. All right. Very nicely done. Okay, you're going to roll yourself over and then just onto your belly. Okay. So I got to put the hair back again. All right, so on the belly. Now here's where we're going to have that open chest. So if you find that you need something wider than the ball to hold behind your back, go ahead and take a strap or that band I showed you earlier, something such as that. Okay, so we're going to take some item behind us, right around the sacral space, just cupping it with your hands or holding a strap here, okay, end to end, just from your hands being wrapped around it. All right, so right there, palms to the ball or holding a strap. Rock those shoulders, pull the elbows back. Inhale, nose is down. Try to lift the feet and the chest, reach back. And bring it down. Now I'm not lifting the chin up. Inhale, staying neutral, just lifting, reaching, and bring it down. A little variation of locust lift. Inhale, and lift. Back down, inhale. Exhale, reach. Spinal extension. Inhale, working the back body, very important. And reach. Inhale down. Exhale, reach. Oh, arms are getting tired. 3 more. You've got it. Come up. Back down. 2. Up. And bring it down. 1 more. And rest. Whew. All right, those always get the heart rate up, pressing on the adrenals. Big movements, even though it doesn't look like it's real big, is a lot of big muscles working here. All right, hands are going under the shoulders, pressing yourself up slowly. Gently start to push yourself back, eventually sending your hips back toward heels. Into a nice big child's pose, stretch it out. Come forward. We're going to just stay to one side. Now on your plank, we're going to do a side plank variation. If you need extra elevation or you want to put your elbow on something rather than your hand, go ahead and take that to a higher stable elevation. Okay. Otherwise, if you're mirroring me, you can stay on your left side. Doesn't matter which one you're on. Okay. But bottom knee is bent, hand to the floor or your elbow. We're going to lift up, find that plank variation, side plank variation. We're going to reach with the ball. Okay. Inhale, start to rotate, sweep under, and back up. Now making sure that this shoulder on the bottom side, so if you're mirroring me, your left shoulder is staying stable, steady over your wrist. rotate, bring it in. Good. Under and back up. So try not to go too far back, so we're not going to lean way back into it. We're just going to come back to center. Under, back up. Good job. 3, 2, and last one. Back up and pause. Take that ball overhead. Inhale, lift the top leg and little crunch. Okay. Inhale, reach. If you need a break, take it or move to your elbow. You could even do this standing. Good. Inhale. Exhale, reach. And give it that crunch. Good. Last 3, 2, and 1. Excellent work. Woo, shake it out. All right. Get a little space in that wrist. Shake it all out. We're going to the other side. So again, it could be on your elbow. You could be up on a prop elevated like an ottoman, something that is going to be secure, but also have a little cushion under your elbow. Okay, so pause here. You're in that nice side plank. So here's where you're not, right? So you don't want this knee right underneath your hip. I want you to be in a diagonal line, side plank. Reach the hand up with the ball. Inhale, sweep. Make sure there's no additional rotation right here at this bottom shoulder. We're keeping it stable. So yes, there technically is going to be some movement. You're going to have some movement there, but we're avoiding big movements and movements that you can feel popping or clicking in that shoulder. We want to keep it really secure. Back up. So these rotations are really effective. I love doing these side plank rotations. Last 3, 2, and last 1. All right, take that up. Here we go. Lateral movement, reach. Exhale. Try not to drop your bottom hip. Just lift the top leg. Crunch. Good. Excellent work. Keep breathing. Last 4, 3, 2, and last 1. That's it. Good job. All right. Release that ball. Drop it down. Shake it out for a second. Let's go ahead and we're going to be back on the mat for a moment. Take the ball between the inner thighs. Roll back. Float the knees. So head is flat on the mat. Arms are out. Squeeze the ball here. Inhale. Rock it over to the left. Keep squeezing, drawing knees toward chest, and exhale back to center. Feet are floating. Inhale. Rotate to the right. Exhale. I want you to keep your shoulders back as much as you can toward the floor. Rotating from your waist. Squeeze the ball. Come back up. Ribs are down. So I want you to keep your ribs drawn down from the front body to the back body. Knees curled in. Here we go. Last 4. Inhale. Squeeze. Exhale. 3, 2. Last 1. And back to center. All right, feet to the floor. Take that ball. Lift into bridge. Place the ball under the sacrum. So that nice little flat spot kind of at the top of your buttocks, below your lumbar waist. Okay? So bring that right under your sacral space. Let's just wiggle around. This is the fun part. And it's all been fun, right? It's all fun. And this is the more relaxing fun part. Here is your restorative Pilates. So just shake it around side to side. All right, pause. Bring the right knee in. See if you can give it a hug. If it's feeling a little unstable here, just place maybe instead a rolled up towel, a rolled up blanket, or just flat on the floor. Okay, so just take what you can, leave the rest behind.
Now, if you're feeling okay here, go ahead and just place that right ankle across your left leg. Pausing there. Challenge our balance a little more. Still core stability, but here we're stretching more. So we're going to bring that bottom leg up, so left foot will leave the floor. Arms out for stability. Bring the legs up, a little figure four stretch. Take another breath and release it. Drop it down, right foot to floor, left knee in. So if you can hold on with one or both hands, pull that knee in towards your chest. Try to keep your right foot flat, your right knee moving kind of towards your toes, so there's a little engagement here as well. Take another breath. Bring that left ankle across your right leg. Just try to open up the knee out to the side, keeping the foot flexed. You could even rock a little if you like. Take a couple more breaths here. And then from your figure four, we'll float it up. Take that pause. Again, you can always rock a little side to side. Drive with your bottom leg, meaning push with your bottom leg, quite a bit of energy, and then try to push out with your left knee. So the energy is coming from your hip, rotating that knee out. Drop it back down. Stretch out both legs if it feels good for you, or just one leg at a time as you reach overhead. Ooh, opening up front body. Last big deep breath in, bend the knees, roll over to one side, off of your ball, hand to floor, press up. As we meet back at center, big sweep up, inhale. Let your hands meet at center, coming down to your heart. Bow to your Pilates rock star because you showed up and you did it today. Congratulations.